Hi, it's Carol Salter here, and I'm doing a podcast which I haven't done for a while. I had planned to read another piece of my work, but I've recently come back from Seville in Spain, and it was so wonderful. I decided instead of reading something that I'd do a bit of a travel log. I have put a few reels on Facebook, but unfortunately they're limited to under 1 minute, and a couple of mine went over a minute, mainly because the place was so great. So the plan today is to share with you some of the highlights of my trip there. I've got some very short videos on Seville Cathedral, also one of the art installations and one of the towers. In addition, I've shared with you the inside of my hotel, which I'm sure you'll find amazing like I did, and I've given you a hidden gem at the end. Before we begin, let's start with a few tips. If you go to Seville, the hottest time of the year is their low season. So the week before we went, it was 47 degrees and it was excruciatingly hot. Fortunately, it was dropping to 41 by the time we got there. So that's your first tip. The second tip you might like to know is people don't go out to eat there until well after 8 p.m. And the reason for that is because of the heat. It starts rising unbearably at 2 o'clock and the worst time is 6 p.m. And then from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. it stays the same temperature, and then after 8 p.m. starts dropping, which is why everybody goes out to eat after 8. We found out the first day as we went at 6:30 and every restaurant was empty, all the roads were empty. Great if you just want to be on your own, but you don't actually feel the Spanish vibe, if you like. So after that we arranged to go out after 8 p.m. and of course it was a lot cooler. We also used bars that had those lovely misters, which made it bearable as well. So that's another tip. Try and eat late if you can, because you'll see a totally different part of Seville life. So let's make a start. We're going to start off with very short videos of the cathedral. It's €12 to go in, and that includes access to the bell tower. Now I have to tell you, the bell tower is something of an ordeal for some people. I had recently recovered from COVID and was still feeling a bit breathless after that, and it has 35 levels. Each level has 3 slopes, which equate roughly to 3 flights of stairs. I got up the first 7 levels, 21 flights, and had to sit on the windowsill to rest. I got up the next 7 levels to the 14th and had to sit on the windowsill there to rest. My final one was the 20th level, and I had to stop at that point and take Ventolin. And luckily for me, my son, who only made it up to the 22nd level, came down and sat with me for a while, and then we descended down back into the coolness of the main cathedral. My husband, the fitness guru, managed to make all 35 flights, but we never got to the top of the bell tower. So I would say if you have a respiratory problem or a cardiac problem, bear that in mind, and also don't get disheartened if you don't get to the top. I was a bit, because I'll show you later on another tower and other things you can do to view the site that is Seville. The last tip is the bus tours. The hop-on, hop-off buses are great to give you some kind of understanding of the layout of the city, and also places you might want to go back to. The other advantage, if you sit downstairs, is it's air conditioned. So please try and do the things that are indoors after 1 p.m. or in air conditioning, and the things that are outdoors before 1 p.m. That's my final tip. And now we're going to lead you on to the first video. These are amateur videos. You will hear me making comments. I think in one place I nearly fall over. I hope you enjoy them. We're going to come back to me after the cathedral. See you in a minute. We are in the Cathedral of Seville, which I have to say is one of the largest I have ever seen. Oh my God.
Are you enjoying the tour?
Oh yeah, very
Oh,
much.
stop
Very nice. Thank
talking.
you. Very thorough.
It's humongous. I still can't get over this. Oh, the joys of flip-flops. Well, I hope you enjoyed looking at those videos. As I said, they're quite short. They're only a minute or so each. We're now going to move on to las setas. Las setas means the mushrooms, and you will see the model in the video. This is an art installation put in some years ago, I think. Now it must have been, because it must have taken a while to build it. And it also shows you all the skyline of Seville. The good news is it has a lift, so if you are disabled and have mobility problems, you can at least get to the top of it. The only downside is once you're up there, there are shallow steps leading up to the very highest part. So if you were in a wheelchair, that would be difficult, but at least you could get up onto the platform to look out. The price for Las Setas is €5, and I think that's quite reasonable. Okay, so please enjoy Las Setas. So here we are on top of the famous set, which is a massive art installation in the shape, oh, somebody's emptying their bottle bank, in the shape of mushrooms. It is huge. I don't know if I can look over the edge without dropping my phone. Somewhere down there is ground level, and it's quite high up. I'll just take you over here to look at this piece. Ah, this is a little tiny sculpture of the whole thing. And we're going to go up to the top. Whoa. Yeah, I do feel pretty high up here. I think if you've got vertigo, it's probably going to go up there in a minute. Not the place to go. Yeah. Well, we're right at the top now, and yeah, it's quite warm up here. It's calm, only 31 degrees. This is the highest point on the Cetus, I think it's called. It means mushroom. And there are only 2 other people up here with us. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. You'll have to forgive me if the camera work's not brilliant, because it's so sunny I can't actually see anything in the picture. Let's have a look at this. Whew. Oh, but it is thoroughly amazing. And yes, they're my boys. Oh, we're over there somewhere. Hi, I hope that was good for you. We're now going to move on to the tower that you can go to if you don't manage to get up the bell tower, but you might want to do both of them if you're a fitness guru. So Torres del Oro is the Tower of Gold, or the Golden Tower, and I found this really fascinating. Inside they have the Spanish Naval Museum, and it's by donation only, so you only pay what you can afford, and I thought that was great. We gave €5 each. I found a lot of fascinating things in the museum, not least that Columbus discovered the Bahamas first, and he named them San Salvador. I do understand there is a place called that, but originally the Bahamas was called that. As well as discovering the Bahamas, he also circumnavigated the earth and proved that it was actually round, as he theorized. So that was quite interesting. The steps up to the top of the tower are 91 steps, and I managed those, and there's a lovely view from the top which you will see for a few seconds on the next clip we're about to show you. Okay, so I didn't make it up the cathedral tower, but I did make it up to the top of La Torre de Oro, which I think once meant the Golden Tower. It still was 91 steps, and it took me a while. Well, I hope you enjoyed that small clip of the tower. The hotel we were staying in Seville wasn't a corporate hotel with bland rooms and furnishings. We wanted somewhere special, somewhere different, somewhere Spanish, and so my husband chose Las Casas de la Juderia, and I cannot recommend it too highly. There will be a video after this. It's 27 Spanish villas with their own courtyards that cover 2 blocks of Seville and have been enclosed into one hotel. So all the outer walls of all the villas have been joined up, and inside it goes up to 4 floors high. There's also a basement with a tunnel running the entire length, which covers 2 city blocks. It's right in the centre of the old town, and you're about to see a short video on the journey from reception to our villa, which we stayed in the first floor of. All the furniture there was authentic Spanish furniture. The beds were so high I had to climb on them. We had everything. We had shower, we had a jacuzzi bath. It was just wonderful. They only have coffee facilities in the room, so if you're like me, thoroughly English, you need to ask for a kettle, milk and tea for your stay. On the roof, they have a roof terrace bar and a beautiful swimming pool, which sadly I haven't filmed in this one, but if you go on TripAdvisor, there's quite a few videos of that. And again, please don't go out into the pool in the height of the hottest part of the day. It's good before 1, and it's good probably later. It closes about 8:30. Enjoy the hotel before I show you one last clip afterwards. Hi, this is our hotel, and which way are we going? This is reception. This is the way to our room, house, wherever we are. This is all inside our hotel. This is still inside our hotel. Still inside our hotel. We'll get to our room in a minute. Hang on. Nearly there. And our hotel room is all that up there. This is where we're staying. We've still got to go this way. I've fallen down these a couple of times. And here we are at our front door of our room. Bye. Well, we're now down to the final short clip, and I don't quite know what to call this, so I've decided to call it Hidden Gem. It's a site we came across while we were walking around Old Town, Old City, and I don't know the name of it, but it was stunning, and so I had to film it. And your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to see if you can find it while you're on holiday there, and feel free to leave a comment if you do. Enjoy and have a lovely stay in Seville. Goodbye.